Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Engineer Ash Ma'am. In this video, I am going to explain different types of retaining walls numerical based on active earth pressures and rest conditions and cohesive and cohesionless soil. Okay, so let's start. First question, determine the active pressure on the retaining wall shown in figure. Take unit weight of water is 10 kN per meter cube. Retaining wall is given, two layers are present. First layer, unit weight of first layer is 17 kN per meter cube and thickness of first layer is 2.5 meter. That is of second layer. You can see here water table symbol is given. That means water table exists in second layer. Therefore, saturated unit weight of second layer is 18 kN per meter cube. Thickness of both layers are same. That is 2.5 meter. And 5 equal to 35 degree for first and for second 5 equal to 38 degree. You can see here 5 for both layer is different. Okay. 5(1) and 5(2) is not same in this question. So let's start. Firstly, it is active pressure. That means first we have to find coefficient of active earth pressure. Coefficient of active earth pressure Ka equal to 1 minus sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi. Okay, so Ka1 equal to 1 minus sin phi dash. In first case is 35 degree. Therefore 1 minus sin 35 degree, which is equal to 1 minus sin 35 upon 1 plus sin 35. 271 and Ka2 equal to 1 minus sin for second layer phi dash equal to 38 degree. Therefore 38 degree upon 1 plus sin 38 degree, which is equal to 0.237. Okay. Now intensity of pressure. Next, to calculate intensity of pressures at different layers. Okay. Intensity of pressure at B. At layer B. First, at layer B. Due to this layer or unit weight of soil, due to this soil, pressure intensity at B, at layer B equal to Ka1 gamma 1 H1. You can see, we know that the pressure formula is unit weight into height, thickness, right? Due to soil, we multiply it by Ka, coefficient of active earth pressure. Therefore, formula becomes Ka gamma H. For layer 1, K1 gamma 1 H1. Okay. Therefore, at pressure B, intensity of pressure at B equal to K1. We just calculate K1 is 0.271 into gamma 1. That is this one. For first layer, 17 kilonewton and H1 thickness 2.5, which is equal to 0.271 into 17 into 2.5. 11.5175 kilonewton per meter square. Unit of gamma is kilonewton per meter cube and unit of H thickness is meter. Therefore 1 meter get cancelled and K is unitless. Therefore unit of pressure intensity is kilonewton per meter square. This one is at B. Now at C. Here at C. At C pressure at base or at C due to first layer. First one due to first layer. Due to first layer. Let small letter P1. Okay. Therefore small letter P2 equal to due to first layer. Formula is due to first layer is depends upon unit weight of first layer, thickness of first layer and coefficient of active earth pressure of second layer. Okay. Therefore, Ka2, you can see here the difference between these two formula. Just Ka is different, right? If phi is same for both layers, then this value becomes same. Okay. Therefore, Ka2 is 0.237 into gamma 1 is 17 into H1 is 2.5, which is equal to 0.237 into 17 into 2.5. 10.072 kilonewton per meter square. Next, at C, due to second layer, by taking submerged unit weight. Therefore, small letter P3 equal to Ka2 active earth pressure of second layer submerged unit weight into thickness of second layer. In this case, thickness of both layers are same, so you can write directly H also. Okay. 0.237 into gamma dash submerged unit weight, saturated unit weight 18 minus unit of water 10 into H2 is 2.5, which is equal to 0.237 into 18 minus 10 into 2.5. 4.74 kilonewton per meter square. Next, U. You can see here water table exists at second layer. Therefore, pressure due to this water is unit weight of water into thickness of second layer. 10 into 2.5 equal to 25 kilonewton per meter square due to this water. Okay, water exists only at second layer, not in first layer. Therefore, for first layer, U equal to 0. Okay, now to draw pressure distribution diagram. Pressure distribution diagram. Okay. Here at A 0, at B P1 is 11.5175, at B 11.5175, join this line. At C, due to first layer 10.075, you can see 11.5175 is greater than the second. Therefore, here 10.072 at base C, P, A. Next is 4.75 at C here. 4.75, and at D, at C, due to water, it's 25. Okay, that means we divide this total pressure into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now calculate total pressure. First we calculate total pressure for first triangle, for rectangle, for triangle and for triangle, and then we add okay, all parts. Therefore, for first P1, area of first triangle, half base into height, half base into height. Half base for first triangle is 11.5175. 11.5175 into height is thickness of this first layer, that is 2.5, which is equal to 0.5 into 11.5175 into 2.5, 14.4 kilonewton. You can see here unit of this pressure pressure intensity is kilonewton per meter square. That means these values are for per meter square area. For per meter square area. Okay. That means 11.5175 kilonewton at for 1 meter square. Now we'll calculate total pressure. For first angle is 14.4 kilonewton. Okay. Now P2. Here rectangular shape, area of rectangular shape is base into height. Base is 10.072 into height, thickness 2.5 equal to 10.072 into 2.5, which is equal to 25.18. 25.18 kilonewton. Next is P3. Area of third part, half base into height for triangle, 4.75 into 2.5. 0.5 into 4.75 into 2.5 equal to 5.9375 kilonewton. And P4, fourth part, base for fourth part 25 into height is 2.5, which is equal to 0.5 into 25 into 2.5, 31.25 kilonewton. Therefore, total pressure equal to this P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4. That is P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4, which is equal to 14.4 plus 25.18 plus 5.9375 plus 31.25. 76.76. That is 77 kilonewton. Okay. Now, these are pressure intensity and pressures for first triangle, pressure for second rectangle, pressure for third part, pressure for fourth part, and total pressure. We know that the pressure for triangular part is at 1/3 from base, right here, 1/3 from base, and at CG, and CG of rectangular section at here. That means this P2 will act here, P2, P1, P2, here P3 and P4. CG of particular section, that is 1/3 from base. This one at 1/3 from base, and this one half from base. Thickness of half from base. Okay. Therefore, CG of this whole section is, first we calculate CG of individual section, then we will calculate CG of whole section. Okay. So CG of first section is Z1 equal to this height, 1/3 of 2.5 plus 2.5, which is equal to 2.5 upon 3 plus 2.5, 3.33 meter. Z2, this Z2, Z2, Z1, Z2 equal to 2.5 upon 2, 2.5 upon 2, that is 1.25 meter, and Z3, Z4 equal to 2.5 upon 3, 0.833 meter from base, this distance, this vertical distance. Okay. CG of this triangle, CG of, we take CG of that triangle and distance from C, from base. Now taking movement about C, taking movement about C, taking movement about C, Z1 equal to P1 Z1 plus P2 Z2 plus P3 Z3 plus P4 Z4 upon total P. Substitute this all values. P1 is 14.4, Z1 is 3.33, P1 is 14.4 into 14.4 into Z1 or 3.33 plus P2 25.18 into Z2 1.25 plus P3 5.9375 into Z3 is 0.833 plus P4 31.25 into Z4 is 0.833 upon total pressure 77. It is 14.4 into 3.33 plus 25.18 into 1.25 plus 5.937 into 0.833 plus 31.25 into 0.833 upon 77. So go to 1.43. 1.43 meter from base. Therefore, total pressure at this triangle for this section at a distance 1.43 meter, here about here, distance 1.43 meter from base and total pressure 77 kilonewton for this full diagram, combined diagram. Okay. Next question, determine the lateral earth pressure at rest per unit length of the wall shown in figure. Also determine the location of the resultant earth pressure. Take gamma W equal to 10 kN per meter cube. Two layers are given. Thickness of first layer 2 meter and thickness of second layer is 3 meter. Unit weight of first layer is 17 kN per meter cube and second here water table exists at B and phi for both the cases are same, equal to 30 degree. So let's first calculate coefficient of earth pressure at rest condition, that is K0, which is equal to 1 minus sin phi. Sin phi is 30 degree, which is equal to 0.5 for both layers. Okay. Next, pressure at B. Pressure at B equal to P01 equal to gamma K0 gamma 1 H1, which is equal to K0 is 0.5 into gamma 1 17 into H1 is 2, which is equal to 17 kilonewton per meter square. P02 at C due to first layer K02 into gamma 1 H1. In this case K02 and K01 is same, therefore both answer values are same, 0.5 into, therefore answer is 17 kilonewton per meter square. Next is P03, that is pressure intensity due to second layer, submerged layer. Okay, K0 gamma submerged into H2. K0 is 0.5 into H gamma H. Gamma submerged is saturated minus unit weight of water. Gamma submerged equal to gamma saturated minus unit weight of water into thickness. Thickness of second layer is 3 meter, which is equal to 0.5 into 19 minus 10 into 3. 13.5 kilonewton per meter square. Next is pore water pressure due to this water is gamma W into H2. Gamma W is 10 and H2 is thickness of second layer is 3, therefore 30 kilonewton per meter cube. Now, this pressure distribution diagram. At A, 0 because it is cohesionless soil, and second at B, 17 kilonewton per meter square. At C, first is 17, same. Here 17. Next 13.5. Here 13.5 and next is 30. Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Now total pressure. For calculating total pressure, P1, area of first triangle, half base is 17 into height is 2, equal to 17 kilonewton. Next is P2. Area of this rectangle, B into D. 17 into thickness is 3. 51 kilonewton. 17 is 51 kilonewton. P3. Due to this triangle, half base is 13.5 into height is 3 meter, which is equal to 20.25 kilonewton. Next is P4. Due to this pore water, P4 is half base is 30 into height 3, which is equal to 45 kilonewton. Total pressure P, P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4, addition of these four forces, pressures equal to 133.25 kilonewton. This P1, 17 plus 51 plus 20.25 plus 45 equal to 133.25 kilonewton. First answer. Lateral earth pressure at rest is 133.25 kilonewton. Next, when it is at taking moment about C. This pressure, to find when it is at taking moment about C, here taking moment above C. Therefore Z bar equal to this. Z bar will act near here. Z bar, total pressure P is 133.25 Z bar. Therefore first 133.25 into Z bar. This P act at a distance Z bar from C, and we have to calculate this Z bar. Second, these pressures, individual pressures for first angle, P1 at 1/3 from base P1. That means it is at Z1 from C. That is P1 into Z1 plus P2 into Z2 plus P3 into Z3 plus P4 into Z4. Here, this P1 act at a Z1 from C. P2 here, P2 act at a Z2 from C, and here Z3, this Z3, P3 act at a Z3 from C, and P4 act at Z3 or Z4 from C, and Z3 for C. Therefore Z bar equal to, substitute all values. P1 is 17 kilonewton and Z1, this 3 plus 2/3, 3 plus 1/3 of 2, 1/3 of 2 plus P2 51 into 3/2, so act at 3/2 plus P3 20.25, and its act at 1/3 from base, that is 1/3 of 3 plus next is 45, which is also I get 1/3 from 3. Divide by, take this 133.25 denominator at right hand side, 0.25. Then z bar equal to 1.532 meter from base. That means this pressure P at P 133.25 kilonewton at a distance 1.532 meters from this base or from this C vertical. Okay. Next question based on cohesive soil. Okay. A 5-meter high retaining wall is shown in figure. Determine the Rankine active pressure on the wall before the formation of crack and after the formation of crack. What is given? Thickness of this layer is given 5 meter. Only one layer is present. That means throughout this height, unit weight is same, 17.5 kN per meter cube, and phi equal to 30 degree. All data are same. C dash equal to 5 kN per meter square. You can see here C dash is given. That means soil is cohesive. So for cohesive soil, formula is PA, effective pressure PA, formula is Ka gamma Z minus 2C dash root of Ka. Okay. Ka, coefficient of active earth pressure is 1 minus sine phi upon 1 plus sine phi equal to 0.333. Pa at top when Z equal to 0. Pa at top when Z equal to 0. Pa equal to, substitute all values, K is 0.333 into gamma, unit weight is 17.5 into Z is 0 minus 2 into C dash is 5 into root of Ka, K is 0.333. This first term becomes 0 because 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, first term is 0. The second is 2 into 5 into root of 0.333, which is equal to minus 5.777 kilonewton per meter square. That means pressure intensity at top, PA at A and P. Okay. Next, at base, that means at B, Z equal to H equal to, at here at base Z value, Z will start from measure from top Z. Okay. Therefore, at top Z equal to 0 and at bottom Z equal to maximum value, that is 5 meter, equal to 5 meter. Therefore, PA at base equal to, substitute here Z equal to 5, 0.333 into 17.5 into 5 minus 2 into C into root of 0.333. Okay, now calculate it. 0.333 into 17.5 into 5 minus 2 into 5 into root of 0.333. 23.36. 23.36 kilonewton per meter square at base or at bottom. Pressure distribution diagram. Here at top, negative pressure, minus sign indicate negative pressure. Here at left hand side negative pressure, that is 5.777, and at B, at base, positive pressure 23.36 here, and here 5. Connect this line You can see here at a point when the sign changes at point of contact here PA equal to 0. Here P equal to 0 at a distance Z from top. At a distance Z from top, PA equal to 0. Because its sign changed from negative to positive, in here 0. So we can calculate Z because we have one added that here PA is 0 at Z equal to PA, at Z equal to PA equal to 0. Right? Therefore, give it name. We already give it A, B, C. Therefore, at C, where PA equal to 0, at C, where PA equal to 0. Substitute this all values in this equation. PA is 0 equal to 0.333 into 17.5 into Z is unknown now because we have to calculate Z. We calculate here Z minus 2 into 5, 2 into 5.333. 5 is C. Now with the help of only one here unknown, so we can calculate Z. Therefore Z equal to, after calculating we will get Z equal to 1.12 meter. .99 meter. Therefore, this distance equal to 0.99 meter. Now, before formation of crack, first case, before formation of crack, this P1, black here, P1 and P2. Before formation of crack, P1 equal to area of this triangle, right? This half base into this height. Height is 0.99, which is equal to 0.5 into 5.777 into 0.99. 2.859 kilonewton. At a 2/3 from at 2/3 from C. At a 2/3 of 0.99 from C. It is 2/3 into 0.99, 0.66 meter from C. Next, P2. This P2 equal to area of this triangle is half, base is 23.36 into height. Height is 5 minus 0.99, which is equal to 4.01. 4.01, which is equal to 0.5 into 23.36 into 4.01. 46.836 kilonewton. Okay. Next, at here 2/3 from 2/3 of 4.01 from C, which is equal to 2/3 into 4.01, 2.673 meter, right? Therefore Z bar equal to P1 Z1 minus P2 Z2 upon, here is P2 is greater, therefore Z bar equal to P2 Z2 minus P1 Z1 upon P2 minus P1. Substitute all values, you will get Z bar equal to 1.12 meter. Okay, therefore total pressure is P2 minus P1 that is 46.83 minus 2.859. Total pressure P equal to P2 minus P1, which is equal to this 46.83 minus 2.859, and act at Z bar. Okay, from here. And next, this is for before formation of the crack, and after formation of the crack we have to neglect the negative value, so only calculate P2, that only take positive value for after formation of crack. Okay, this write after formation of crack, and next P equal to this positive, only take this positive. After formation of crack only have to take this positive triangle and this P. Okay.